Hello everybody, welcome to a new video. Hello everybody and welcome to a new episode of Daniel's Videos and Etc. Today we're going to be looking at a typewriter. And this is not just any old typewriter, this is a Panasonic typewriter. And I will show you exactly what type of typewriter it is in a moment here. Let's go ahead and look at the outside here. We got an eye here for turning the drum inside so you can move the paper up or down. We have a power switch. On the back we have one AC jack and some vent holes. And around this side, same thing as the other, except just the knob. So two knobs on the outside, that's it. And on the bottom here, we have a carrying handle, which actually works very well. It feels really sturdy. Some more vent holes. And a battery cover. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys exactly what those are. So, the battery cover, you open it and it reveals a battery slot. And right here is the connector for the battery. Well, this thing is designed to run off a battery if you so desire. It's an optional extra. Unfortunately, I don't think Panasonic produces typewriters anymore. Here's information. It's a Panasonic electronic typewriter. Okay, a focus is all over the place. This is a Panasonic electronic typewriter, model number KX-R210. Uses a AC 12 volt input, 0.35 amps at 60 hertz. It has been manufactured by Matsushita Electric Industrial Co. Limited. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I think it's Matsushita. Made in Japan, because in Panasonic in the US, it's Panasonic, but in Japan, it's Matsushita. Now, this typewriter isn't exactly heavy, but it certainly isn't tiny. So the cover simply comes off and you just pop the top side open by lifting one of the tabs, and here's a typewriter. It's a very big and bulky, and it kind of resembles a TI 99-4A that kind of looks like one of those. So here we have, going from left to right, we have auto and norm. I don't know what that is. Did not come with a manual though, but I did get some extra things with it. We have typewriter mode, L to L mode, and justify, I believe. We have an LCD contrast knob, keyboard 1 and 2 to switch to the characters that are on the side here, like these little keys here. Then instead if you wanting to type an equal sign, you want to type this one instead, you switch to keyboard 2. And then keyboard 1 is the regular keys. We have 12-point spacing, I believe, and 10 spacing. That's the spacing in between the characters. And line spacing, 2, 1.5, and 1. That's pretty much it. And for the buttons here, we have text, print, exp, and relock. I don't know exactly what any of those mean. Half space, key, left margin, R margin, right margin, tab set, tab clear, margin reset. I don't know what D tab means. And what makes this as a selling point for this typewriter is the fact that it has a backspace key. And I will show you what that means. Because actually some writers, but not all, were able to backspace. And it's because of the special type of ink they had. And I will show you. So opening the paper cover and the dust cover, you see the typewriter mechanism. You can see that is a daisy wheel. Alright, let's go in through detail here. So let me slowly lift off everything. This we have right here, a carbon-based ribbon. Basically, instead of these typewriters using ink to print the characters down, it uses carbon instead. And at least with carbon, I think it lasts a little bit longer than ink. And at least with carbon, it more forgiving. I am running out of carbon in this thing. My notification wheel's getting low. I've been typing a couple papers up with this anyway. So I got this typewriter used for my aunt for about $5, and she was having a garage sale and I picked it up. So basically instead of using ink, again, it uses the daisy wheel along with one little hammer, which is this little guy right here. Basically, this would sit right in front. It will sit right there. The the ribbon will sit right in front of the daisy wheel and the hammer. Basically, when the typewriter, when I press the key down to print something, the daisy wheel will move to the correct appropriate spot for the key to be pressed. Then the hammer will go and punch the correct letter inwards and right into the carbon paper, and then it'll hit the paper itself, thus transferring the letter or the word you typed onto the sheet of paper. And as for Backspace, this is how it works. You have this white tape here, and no, it's not whiteout, nor is it tape whiteout. It's actually, basically what happens, it does the opposite of what the carbon does. Basically, what it does is it lifts off the carbon letter that you put onto the paper. So basically, it goes to the correct. So basically, here's how it works. The correction tape will lift up, and the daisy wheel will go to the last character typed that you want to delete, and then it'll push it down, push in the daisy wheel right, or the daisy character right into correction tape, and it'll hit the paper and pull the carbon right off. And this is what makes these things so good. And it's a very simple mechanism, simple motor and stuff. This here, and I believe you can actually buy a different daisy wheel. The thing you can get like up to 4 different ones. Like you have Courier. I think that's what's in here. I can actually pull this out. Yeah, this is Courier 10 point. I don't think there's Times New Roman, but I mean they do make different kinds of characters. I just have one of them, and it's just Courier font. Not a real fan of it. I prefer Times New Roman. That's my favorite. So basically, you just put it in there, and then you just push this down, and then it's ready to go. And see, so here's the slow motion action. So that's how it would print the character onto the paper. Go ahead and start this thing up here now. Here's a closer look. Oh, and by the way, I did not have to oil it at all when I began using it. But there was a little bit of an issue with the correction tape. Like some of the text that was on the correction tape was for some whatever reason there still, and I have no idea why. So basically, you just stick the paper in, twist the knob, and the paper will come out through the other side. And then just open the take-up reel, close it. No, I did not align it correctly. Okay, not exactly, but very close. So then you just turn on the typewriter. Well, folks, that's not something you see every day. While I was typing, this shot out of the key. I don't know what that was. Yuck. Anyway, so yeah, I was typing and that just shot right out of the keys. I have no idea when that got in there, but it was in there probably for quite a while. That just goes to show what you won't be able to find in your keyboard. Oh my gosh. My aunt never peeled this off. Actually, the protective thing was still on there. Wow. I think this is an 80s typewriter, judging by the styling. I gotta get that bug off this thing. Anyway, wow. I've never seen it like that before. Alright, so here's how you do it. Let's go ahead and start typing something. Well, basically, let's do it. I'm gonna hit this to auto, and I don't know what that does. Alright, so anyway, there actually is a demonstration program. I'm going to turn this on with the demonstration program right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right here. So it says to turn on the demonstration program, press the Shift key and turn on the power simultaneously. So I'm going to do that. Alright, here we go. Start to type something. Here's the demonstration program. I can't really see the daisy wheel at all moving with my eyes, but the camera's frame rate is a little bit slower, so it probably can see it. Alright, so it says right here that it is basically the Panasonic electronic typewriter, and it goes through all the things it can do. Specs: 7 kilobytes of text memory, 96 character daisy wheel printing element, 14 character plus 2-digit counter, LCD display, justified printing mode, 1 line correction memory, full size international keyboard, writing features, dual pitch header, selector, automatic bold and underline, centering and right margin flush, paragraph indent and decimal tab, automatic carriage return, and optional rechargeable battery. So, I bet you guys want to see how this thing Backspace works. So, basically, here's what happens. Oh. So, I did not type it in correctly. Daniel Justabin. Well, let's hear it. If you hit B, yeah, it doesn't work very well. It does eventually get it, and then you just hit the right key you want. Now it looks like just Alright, so basically, that's how Backspace works. Now, I think it'll work better if I did caps. Now, if I just backspaced... Yeah, this correction tape is not working very well today. Oh, there we go, it got D very well. Yeah, it's getting it better now. Anyway, so that's how it works. Not too shabby, but not too terrible either. Alright guys, that's my overview video of the Panasonic Typewriter R210. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Yep. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day.